Okay, we have the very fabulous Kate in. So, such a quick amount of time today, Kate. How are you?
I'm okay, so let's talk quickly.
Let's talk.
Luckily, I'm talking about one thing, and the one thing is Coriolanus. Coriolanus. Everyone calls it something different.
Yeah, I've not said it out loud because I don't know what to say.
I try and make it sound a bit like it would if it were Italian meets Latin. But this is the Bell Shakespeare production, which is on here in Melbourne till the 10th of August at the Fairfax Studio at the Arts Centre. And I have also looked at it a couple of other, just to compare, because I wasn't certain what I thought about it. I have some reservations. I'll talk about the others if we have a moment towards, after I speak about this. This is directed by Peter Evans, who is the artistic director of Bell Shakespeare, and he was in fact, I think, called an assistant director when Steven Berkoff directed it at Bell in 1996 for the Melbourne Festival. Now, that was John Bell playing the lead, but Berkoff had performed it in the UK himself, and Berkoff it's almost, he acts everyone else off the stage, usually intentionally, but that's a whole different story. He wasn't playing that role. I saw Bell do it, but it's 30 years ago. Do you think I can remember a whole lot? Didn't write about
That's
it.
all right.
A long time ago. It's a hard sell, Coriolanus, because it has no subplots, unlike other Shakespeares. It has little or no humour unless you're Peter Carroll in this role of Menenius, who was quite droll. He's quite funny at times. It has a protagonist who is more despised than admired, and it doesn't have the nuances or those inner struggles that other leading tragic characters have. So it can be difficult. But this production, it's visually clean and capably staged and performed, but it struggles to find that emotional depth and political ferocity that I think this play really requires.
Because it is, it is sort of a play for our time, or could be a play for our times.
Yes. Hazem Shamas played the Scottish character. I know we're not in a theatre, but I find it hard to say the name of that play, for Bell last year. And he's returning as this battle-hardened Roman general, Caius Marcius, who becomes known as Coriolanus because he defeats Corioli, the town.
Tribe.
Yeah, another city-state. He has a volatile pride as the character, Hazem Shamas, but that conflict, particularly at the end, and that is his ultimate undoing, it doesn't ever quite really ignite. So I think it's a, I don't want to say competent, that's a terrible way to describe a show. If you've not seen Coriolanus, I think it's probably a good one to see. It's quite physical, it's spare in the staging, he's smeared ritualistically with blood rather than we seeing him fighting,
I think,
literally.
Bell likes that sort of effect, don't they?
They do like that sort of thing, particularly in the shows that need to be portable.
For the Henry V, there was a lot of mud smearing.
A lot of mud smearing, a lot of lying around and rolling in mud. But it's symbolic, it's ritualistic, it's when you've got very little on stage.
Because it's the sort of play, I remember we had to study it in year 12, and it was very, as a snotty youngster, it was a very dull play to do. But it's
hard reading.
There's virtue in it.
Yeah. So I wanted to talk about, because I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this particular production, but to say, if you don't know the play and you've never seen it, you want to catch up on,
It's a good moment. Yeah.
Good moment. But I looked at the National Theatre at Home, one of my favourite things to view at the moment. The David Oyelowo Coriolanus from last year, it was National Theatre last year, and it's on the screen now, and it is so different. It's a filmed version of a stage. It's the stage show. It is big. It is bold. It is much more dangerous. He is much more volatile, and you feel he's like a prowling animal, really. And I can imagine Steven Berkoff, when he did it, he directed it in Australia, but he did it in the UK. He prowls like he is dangerous all the time. And I've met the man, and he's dangerous. He's predatory in person. I felt that, and I'd seen him on stage.
Scrub that one.
Yes, delete that. When I say, it felt like a sort of a very large presence.
And that's what we need to wind up. But that's what this
you need
play
a
is
general
lacking that sense of majesty
and the gravitas
yeah.
and the commanding quality and the danger. And I watched just before I came today some of the BBC film with Ray Fiennes, and it's set on the street like it's a UK battle with protesters, and Vanessa Redgrave's his mother, and Brian Cox as Menenius, the patrician.
Get spoiled with all those
you do
things,
get
yes.
spoiled, and I'm sorry to compare, but I couldn't help it.
But it's worth a look.
Worth a look,
Well,
I think.
Yes, that's good. Thank you.
Thank you, Kate.